Every year, Forbes comes out with a new list of the richest people in the world. And although the list stays similar most of the time, now and again, someone comes into the mix and breaks the status quo, shattering all records of wealth previously held by the world's elite. So, in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 10 richest people in the world. These are captains of industries, visionaries, the people at the peak of wealth creation in our world. We'll also be talking in depth about who these people are and how they made their money, so we can learn a thing or two from them to implement in our own lives. And who knows, maybe some of you watching this video one day will be on a similar list in the future. That being said, let's jump right into it. 10. Mukesh Ambani. Coming in at number 10 is the 65-year-old Mukesh Ambani, with a net worth of about $83.7 billion. Ambani is the chairman and manager director of Reliance Industries, which today is the world's largest oil refinery and one of the most valuable companies in the world. Founded by Mukesh Ambani's father, 𝐨𝐢𝐤𝐵 Ambani, in 1966 as a textiles company, Reliance Industries now operates in oil and gas, refining, retail, media, and petrochemicals. For Ambani, about half of his wealth is gotten from the stake he owns in Reliance, which is about 42% of the public company. The rest of his wealth is from his other companies like Antilla, which is a real estate complex located in Mumbai worth about $410 million, and the Mumbai Indians, which is a professional cricket team. Even more, the overachiever in Ambani led him to launch a 4G phone network across India in 2016 with over 420 million subscribers and plans to launch 5G services soon. 9. Steve Ballmer. Next on our list is the 66-year-old Steve Ballmer, with a net worth of about $88.4 billion. In 1980, Steve Ballmer joined Microsoft after being convinced by Bill Gates to drop out of Stanford University's MBA program. He became Microsoft's 30th employee and soon, by 2000, ended up succeeding Bill Gates as the CEO of Microsoft and held on to the position till 2014. Ballmer and Gates both attended Harvard University. They both lived in the same dorm and were even on the same floor. However, that brotherly relationship had formed began to strain as Ballmer started leaning the tech company towards hardware, which was not really Gates' plan. Ballmer went on to oversee Microsoft's 2011 purchase of Skype for a whopping sum of $8.5 billion. After stepping down, Ballmer decided to purchase about 4% of Microsoft, making him Microsoft's largest individual shareholder with a total sum of $79.4 billion. That same year, in 2014, Ballmer, without wasting much time, did what many people have always wished they could do. He purchased the Los Angeles Clippers basketball team for about $2 billion simply so he could enjoy his games as he wanted. Now, who said money couldn't buy happiness? Ballmer from this purchase earns about $3.6 billion as a private assets and $5.8 billion in cash. 8. Sergey Brin. At number 8, we have the 49-year-old California-based Sergey Brin. Until he moved to the US with his family in 1979 at the age of 6, Brin lived in Moscow, Russia, where he was born. In 1998, Brin, together with Larry Page, co-founded what we know today as Google, and later in 2001 took over the post as Google's president of technology while Eric Schmidt was CEO. After Alphabet Holding Company was established in 2015, Brin held the same post as the president of technology till he stepped down in 2019. At this point, Sundar Pichai was the CEO. Following a step down from his position as the president of technology in 2019, Brin went ahead to put his focus on X, which is Alphabet's official research laboratory that is responsible for innovation technologies such as Waymo self-driving cars and that insanely cool Google Glass smart glasses. Sergey Brin stepped down from his post in Alphabet with an ownership stake of 6% total, equivalent to around $75.4 billion, while his other assets are worth about $14.2 billion. All of this totaled his entire net worth to about $89.6 billion. 7. Larry Page. Coming up just after his co-founder at number 7 is Larry Page, with a net worth of about $98.7 billion. Just like most of the tech billionaires on this list and in general, Larry Page began this journey to fame and fortune right in the confines of his college dorm room at Stanford University. In 1995, Larry Page and his very good friend Sergey Brin, who we previously mentioned, came together with a similar idea to improve internet data extraction. And so together, the duo devised a brand new search engine technology which they called Backrub. This name was given as it had the ability to analyze backing links. Following that invention, Page and Brin forged ahead to design Google in the year 1998. Page served as the CEO of the company until 2001 and later came back between 2011 and 2019. By 2006, Google bought YouTube, which is the top platform for user-submitted videos, but just a year before, the company purchased Android and by 2008 released the Android mobile phone operating system. Alongside all this, Page was part of the early investors in Planetary Resources, which was the space exploration and asteroid mining company that was established in 2009. However, due to founding problems, the company was later acquired by the blockchain firm Consensus in 2018. Aside from all these ventures, Page has also invested in both Kitty Hawk and Opener, two flying car companies. 6. Warren Buffett. 92-year-old Warren Buffett and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway comes in at number 6 as the most famous value investor. Buffett purchased his very first share in a textile company called Berkshire Hathaway in 1962, and by 1965, Buffett became part of the company's majority shareholders. By 1967, he expanded the company to insurance and other sorts of investments. Today, Berkshire Hathaway is now a company with a $705 billion market cap. A single share of this company as of August 5th, 2022 was trading at over $439,000. Buffett over the years has been known as the Oracle of Omaha, a buy and hold investor. Following all that he was able to acquire, Buffett went ahead to dedicate a good part of his wealth to philanthropy, and between the years of 2006 and 2008, he was recorded to have given away about $41 billion, of which was mostly to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and some of the charities run by his children. The billionaire, alongside Bill Gates, launched the Giving Pledge, and even at the age of 92 years old, still serves as the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway with a total net worth of $98.2 billion. 5. Bill Gates. Speaking of Bill Gates, coming in at our list on the number 5 richest person in the world is none other than the co-founder of Microsoft, 66-year-old Bill Gates. Gates' journey to success began in 1975 when he was attending Harvard University. He worked together with his childhood friend, Paul Allen, to build new software for the original microcomputers. After recording success, Gates left the university and founded Microsoft with Allen. Gates started off as Microsoft's chief software architect and moved to the role of board chair in 2008, where he served until he stepped down in March 2020. A greater fraction of his wealth is in the Cascade Investment LLC, and at the same time, he is known to be the largest private owner of farmland in the US, with more than 268,000 acres of land. He sits at the middle of our list with a net worth total of $111 billion. 4. Gautam Adani. At number 4 is the 60-year-old founder and chair of Adani Group, who surpassed Mukesh Ambani in March 2022 as the richest person in Asia. Owing that position to his ownership of Adani Group, major stakes in 6 important Indian companies such as 75% stake in Adani Enterprises, Adani Power, and Adani Transmissions, as well as a 65% stake in Adani Ports and Special Economic Zones, 61% stake in Adani Green Energy, and 37% stake in Adani Total Gas. After dropping out of college, Adani worked in the diamond trade. Today, Adani owns the largest port operator, closely held thermal coal producer, and coal trader in India, and has a net worth of $125 billion. 3. Bernard Arnault. The French-born 73-year-old Bernard Arnault is the chairman and CEO of LVMH, which is today the largest luxury goods company in the world. This company is known to be the owner of popular leading brands such as Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacobs, and Sephora. Most of this billionaire's wealth comes from the massive stakes he holds in Christian Dior SE, which is the holding company that controls 41.2% of LVMH. All of these, coupled with other assets, place his net worth at a total of $141 billion. 2. Jeff Bezos. At number 2, we have the founder and executive chairman of Amazon, 58-year-old Jeff Bezos. Amazon initially started off in 1994 by selling books and continued to diversify into what we have today, a company that literally sells everything from A to Z. During the pandemic, Amazon's share price jumped 76% on the basis of the heightened demand for online shopping, and on July 5th, 2021, Bezos stepped down as CEO of the e-commerce giant and moved to become its executive chair. Alongside Amazon, Bezos has other investments, such as the aerospace company Blue Origin and the Washington Post, which he purchased in 2013. Even more, by July 2021, Bezos, his brother Mark, aviation pioneer Wally Funk, and Dutch student Oliver Damon completed Blue Origin's first successful crewed flight as they reached an altitude of over 66 miles and landed safely. Bezos' wealth peaked at $211 billion in the same month, although it has dropped back down to a more humble $144 billion. 1. Elon Musk. Finally, the man we've all been waiting for, the 51-year-old Texas-based co-founder and CEO of Tesla, none other than Elon Musk. Musk started off his journey by launching Zip2, which was one of the earliest online navigation services. After selling that company, he used the proceeds to create X.com, which later became PayPal Holdings. By the year 2004, Musk became a major founder of Tesla Motors, which we now know as Tesla, and this led to his present position as CEO of the electric vehicle company. This is where Musk gets most of his wealth from. In 2020, Tesla's shares rose to over 740%, which absolutely rocketed Musk up in the wealth rankings. Speaking of rockets, Musk is also the CEO and chief engineer of space exploration technologies SpaceX, which is a developer of space launch rockets. By the beginning of 2021, Musk became the richest person in the world and has held on to that title ever since, with a present net worth of $232.4 billion. And there you have it, our top 10 richest people in the world. Do let us know in the comment section below who you didn't expect to be on the list, or who you were shocked to see miss out. Don't forget to leave a comment if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.